Oh, wait, will you actually play the theme at the beginning now?
Uh-huh.
So let's just do it every time.
Yeah.
And then Gareth, start whenever you want.
I'll start right after the intro that clearly has a dig at me. You can't cheat it anymore. I can read your face.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Let me just. Okay, because you insist we play the intro. This is what you're doing. Now, you just insisted that Kevin play the intro for the show
live.
Which every time you've done it before that, there's been something in there with like, you're listening to We're Here to Help with Fat Ginger Baby or whatever the hell you want to call me. And this time you insisted on having it played. And there's nothing. And the reason you did that, Jake, is because you're just setting it up so that the next time when you sneak one in that has one of those things in it, I'll be thrown a little bit. I know exactly what you're laying the foundation.
Can I say something,
BS.
Gareth?
Yeah, jump in, bud. It's your show too. Welcome to We're Here to Help. Go ahead, Jake.
I love you, man.
Love you too, buddy.
You're a good friend. You've been a good friend for a long time. You're a little paranoid right now. You're a great guy. You're a good friend. Guy. And I'm happy doing this with you. We got a great episode today.
Solving problems again. We have a very unique issue at a vet's office.
Really fun call. And then we got a follow-up.
And then we got a follow-up, which we do plan on doing maybe a follow-up, but this is the follow-up to the first call. And that first episode, if you want context, was episode, what'd you say it was?
It was episode 6. It was Zooey Deschanel's episode where she came in and crushed it, but it's the second call on that. So we recommend, if you want, listen to episode 6 first, or not. You can catch up pretty quickly on this, but we've got the husband calls it.
Yeah, the other side. We got to solve that side. And actually, before we even start, I know we want to get to the show, but there is a thing, Jake, that I was wondering, and I could sort of explain what's going on after you do this. But Kevin, can you give Jake the copy? Jake, can you read this? Just kind of treat it like a voiceover.
You know, I've only begun this year to read emails because emails they scare me. It says CC, and there are 1,000 names. Who are these people? You know what I mean? I'm saying, wait a minute. Is this a personal email? What does that mean?
Okay, great. The reason why is because there was a clip that went viral this week of amazing director Martin Scorsese. He said that, and people found a lot of similarity between his read of that and you.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah, Jake. Okay. So, Kevin, will you play the clip of this is Scorsese saying it, and people thought this sounded like a Jake.
You know, I've only begun this year to read emails because emails they scare me. It says CC, and there are 1,000 names. Who are these people? You know what I mean? I'm saying, wait a minute. Is this a personal email? What does that mean?
So so a lot of people thought that sounded like you. The person said this is spoken with the same intonation and cadence as everything Jake Johnson's character says on New Girl.
Incredible. That is so good. By the way, he's right.
It's so good. We just real quick, we should also say, please continue to share, review the show. Really helps us.
And thanks to everyone who's buying the merch.
We've got merch. And you know the website. You know the website, Jake.
Kevin, what's the website?
HereToHelpPod.com.
What is a website? Who are these people going to websites? I should say I'm going to be in Australia on tour. There's not a lot of tickets left. You can go to GarethReynolds.com. And Jake
you said there were tons of
no, there's not. We're running out. And then Jake has a new movie out called Killers of the Flower Moon. So go check that out too. But until then, enjoy this fantastic episode of the best podcast in the world.
Hello.
Welcome to We're Here to Help, where we try to help. You have Jake, you have Gareth, and we have a guest who may jump in, may not, but she's a reporter for the New York Times named Melina Delkich. But let's start with you. What is your name? What is your age? And you are more than welcome to use a fake name.
Oh, sure. We're going to go with my name is Kathleen. I'm 44, and I'm calling to hopefully with a problem that you guys can help me with.
We have the same goal.
Yeah. All right. So basically, I'm a veterinarian. I work in the Northeast, I will say Northeast U.S. And I've just recently bought this practice. I've been working here as an associate for a few years now. The staff is really good. All the staff came with me, so everybody's happy with the transition. But we have things that we're trying to fix now that I'm in charge. And one of them being that we have this assistant that is an older woman. She's from Germany. She has a harsh demeanor, and she's definitely a good worker and a great team member. But we have a little problem where literally every time she bends over, we see like her whole ass. So it's pretty much. It's pretty much.
I
Like,
didn't see that ending.
I
I didn't see
it's
Kathleen. I thought we were going for she's too harsh on the younger generation.
Yeah,
I thought we were going for
Well-
she scares the animals. I did
Oh,
not
yeah.
expect to see the old assistant's ass in this call.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Amazing.
like, oh my God. It's like, how do you not feel that? Like, oh my God. So
Wow.
it's a
So
big
she's-
problem.
She's
Yeah.
wearing a very short
Well,
skirt,
we're
I
wearing
guess.
scrubs. Like, we're all
Pause.
wearing
Gareth,
scrubs,
hold on,
basically.
pause. I'm sorry, Kathleen, just because I know
Yeah.
Gareth. Don't turn this
Sure.
into a fucking creep fest, you pervert.
It's not a creep fest. I'm being the vet. I'm being the vet here.
No,
I'm being
Gareth,
this is
Gareth, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. You're trying to get
She's-
images to
we're
masturbate about, you little
no,
creep.
no, I am not. No, this is about the bottom, and we're trying to get away from the bottom. But Kathleen, wait, what did you say she is wearing?
So she's wearing, like, we're all wearing scrubs. We're a vet hospital. So we're wearing basically
Let me
our
ask
pajamas.
Gareth's next question.
yeah.
Does she have stockings on?
Well, what?
Stockings?
What is?
No.
Is her
What-
hair in pigtails or ponytail or
How are
what's
you?
her hair?
Wait, but are you not logistically confused?
No.
No.
And I'll tell you
Well,
why I'm not logistically
Kathleen, I know
confused.
you're not. You don't need to jump in with me.
I'll tell you why I'm not confused. This
Okay.
is real talk. If I reached over and touched my toes, the top of my ass is hanging out.
Oh, you
Just
mean
the-
bottom? Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's just
I'm
just a
thinking.
no.
I'm thinking
no,
we're
no.
7-year itching under there. Or something.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
This is the
okay.
top.
Okay.
She's just showing. It's a what we used to call
It's-
a plumber's crack.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
until
It's
the
basically
plumbers.
the whole crack.
We also
It's the
part
whole
plumbers'
crack.
rights. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're seeing whole
But it's
crack.
not just a little bit; it's a
You're
whole
seeing-
crack. And I was
She's
She's
telling my
revealing the
husband,
whole story.
She's showing
Yes,
a lot of
I was-
ass.
yes, I was telling my husband, I was like, "This is what happened." He's like, "It can't be that bad. It can't be that
Yeah.
bad." And I was like, "Oh, you wait." I was like, "I will send you a picture, unsolicited, with no caption, one of these days, and you'll see." And there was one day she was bending over, and I'm not good at taking on the fly pictures, but I was like, "Oh, I'm taking a picture." And my other assistant saw me. She's like, "I know exactly what you were doing." And I was
Wait,
like,
hold on.
"Oh, whatever."
Kathleen,
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
you send Kevin that photo?
Yeah.
please?
Can we see it?
Oh, I don't know if I have it. Let me start.
Yes, you
looking
do.
on-
Look in your husband's text and then go to the little button where it's saved images.
Listen,
Hold on,
listen
let
to
me
Sprint customer
ask
service
Kevin
over
to
here.
Hey, my name is Jake. I'm with Sprint. So what you're going to want to do here, Kathleen, if you're trying to get the butt
Kathleen,
photo.
this is Kathleen. Let's just take the quickest route on this one. Why don't you just go to the text of your husband, click info, and then go to media? Let me just do that real quick.
So here's where I'm going to start this advice at.
Mhm.
This is a non-starter in terms of a conversation bring up. You
Mhm.
cannot say to an older German woman, when you bend over, dear, I'm seeing 60% of your ass.
I don't
Go
agree,
ahead,
but
Gareth,
go ahead.
I'm saying
I think you can.
this is a move on. You see it when something falls to the ground, everybody look in the other direction.
I think this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Is she is she ever out where the people who are bringing their animals in?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the
Here's what you
problem.
do.
That's the problem.
Here's-
Is we're like,
here's-
yeah. Go ahead.
This is not, you didn't do anything. You don't even have a problem with this. But in today's, the world we live in today, that level of a reveal has bothered two of the customers, two of the people who've come in, distraught over their animals. They've still been able to split their focus and complain about the amount of ass that they're seeing. So you, on behalf of the business, you don't care. What do you care? It's just a little ass. You're fine with it. But on behalf of the business, you need her to make sure that either her scrubs are up a little bit higher Or if she wants, you can work to figure out a better situation so that that's not
That
happening.
makes sense.
Because it's distracting and it's a bother to some of the people who've come in.
And can I just add a couple of things in response to that? The previous manager told me they have tried several of these tactics before. They've tried ordering her larger scrubs. She says they're too big and wants them sent back.
So she's a
tried
flasher.
telling them that, she's tried telling them that clients have complained. The other manager even went as far as to squirt water into the crack when she bent over.
Well, this other manager is obviously a fun prankster anyone would want around the office, but I don't know how great
that is
to
as
do.
good as it gets. When she bends over, squirting water in the crack, and if that doesn't change her.
She knows that this is an issue. Does she know really what? Has anyone ever given her this?
Well, I don't think, aside from straight out coming out and be like, hey, your ass is hanging out. Like,
Somebody sprayed water in her butt cheeks, man. She knows.
I think it's wild.
She knows.
I think it's wild, obviously. I would go the route of we're getting some complaints. I mean, that's always to me the best way to sort of.
Let me jump in and try to take us on a little right turn. Melina, what do you think here? Let's get the New York Times point of view of this. Would you guys, as the New York Times, spray water in her butt cheeks as she bent over? What do you say here?
I can't speak for the institution.
Sure. Personally, I guess.
I personally would probably not take that tact. I like the person who attempted to buy the bigger scrub. I mean, it's like you're doing everything you can.
Yes.
And like, has anyone brought it up straightforwardly to her?
Oh, straightforward, like coming out and being like, hey, we can see your butt? Like, no, I don't think anybody's done that yet, because we're all trying to be like sensitive, even though she is very, as you said, German, very straightforward, like harsh usually. So maybe not subtlety is lost on her sometimes, I think. So
Kathleen, here's kind of where we're at. You've got the look away approach, which is kind of what I like. And that's just, you guys have an inside joke. You see a German's butt when she bends over, let it be fun, but it's a problem with the customers. Gareth had pretty good ideas of saying, bring it up from the customer's point of view. The problem is that has happened. They've done that in the past. It didn't work. The idea of bringing up bigger scrubs was brought up, but that didn't work. Melina said, be straightforward and just say like, this is an issue. What do you think you're going to do here? Where are you at?
I think I'm going to retry the scrub tactic. We're trying a different brand, and I'm like touting it's elastic waist, so you don't have to do the cinching yourself with the drawstring. So I'm going to see how that goes. So hopefully we'll have some change there.
I think that's smart because you're the new owner, correct?
Yeah.
So you determine the outfit, and then everybody's got to wear it. And it's not only bigger scrubs, but it's a shirt that goes down to the knees.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
and
not
it's
bad
funky,
either.
And it's funky, but guess
that's
what?
Not bad when shopping. I just got to say, it is amazing to have your ass be such a problem that there's going to be a new uniform ordered. Like, that is really a lot of ass. But if you're going to do it, I think Jake's right. Get that sort of like long t-shirt, kind of nightgown vibe, and hopefully that'll do it. And then if it's still showing, then I would go the approach of, hey, this has got to stop.
Yeah.
Maybe a combination of the Melina or the customer pitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, well, hopefully, hopefully this new scrubs will do it. Hopefully. So
before we say goodbye, Kevin, is the photo available?
Sure.
Gareth,
I'm not sure
what we're looking at.
What we're looking at is full on plumber crack. What I really don't like about this situation is seems like she has taut-ish butt cheeks. So I feel like from where you're at, there's a potential to see the extreme no-no part.
Agreed.
I think there is real potential to.
Yes,
we're not even talking about a cheek issue.
No,
I'm talking about.
This is a bigger problem than I imagined.
I'm sorry
I didn't take this more seriously.
There's a whole issue here, and I don't mean whole issue. I mean an HOLE issue.
So for those who, we're not going to post this because we don't want to offend this woman, but it is a woman bending over in scrubs, and you realistically see 30% of her butt. And Gareth is not wrong. There is space in the middle where from the wrong view, you might see some things that it would be a crime to show a customer.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
if you're a vet and you're like, I can't look at this, we have a problem.
Yeah. So I think now in seeing this, Kathleen, this woman's aggressive. This is like telling a story. Like this is as if you actually have like an old school flasher in a trench coat and saying like, should you talk to him? This woman's a weirdo. There's so much air hitting her butt. She knows it.
I
Yeah.
know.
I thought you meant more like there was a little crack. This woman likes showing you guys her butt, and she likes that when it gets sprayed with water, she goes, I'm not doing anything about it.
Oh, what was that all about? Yeah. No,
was
this
that
looks like
about? That's
this
what she
looks
said.
like the wall just came down in Berlin. There is a big divide here, and
this is, you need to, if I'm you now, I give one big advice, and that is big uniforms, a shirt that goes down to her knees, and if she doesn't like it, you say, tough shit. We're covering up that big ass of yours because I'm
Yeah, we
running a
are.
business here.
yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm definitely I'll keep you guys posted on how it
Yeah.
goes. But
Please.
yeah,
no, we've
yeah.
got to
That's
listen.
too
It's
much
time.
ass. That's
It's
too
time
much
for
ass.
curtains.
Too
I
much
mean, we're
ass.
seeing too
Yeah.
much of
Yeah.
the stage. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or if she does it again, just throw dollar bills at her.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or the next thing you do is you basically order Van Helsing cloaks, and that's what
Yeah,
the uniform is. And you know what? Work's going to
Okay.
suck. It's going to get a lot hotter, but we're not showing full on.
Yeah.
I mean, we got all backstage there. So
Kathleen, thank you for the call. We appreciate
All right.
you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Have a good one, guys. All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Good morning.
Good morning. Great energy. Can we say that? Good morning to you. You're on the podcast. You've got Jake, you've got Gareth, and we actually have a special guest. We have a reporter from the New York Times, Melina Delkich, is with us, but might jump in, might not, but no pressure on you. Who are you? How old are you? And what can we do to help you?
Excellent. All right. My name is Josh, 34, a couple weeks ago.
Congrats.
I live in Arizona. I have a wife,
Okay.
3 kids, 1 son, and twin daughters. And the advice I need is my wife and I, we talked about after the twins, we didn't want to have, run the risk of having twins again. So we talked about getting, both of us snipped. She got hers done during the C-section. And then I was supposed to do it after that, but,
Wait a second,
with work,
Josh.
taking-
We know you.
I think we're... Do we know you?
you don't know me personally,
We know the
But we know
lore.
your wife.
We know your
She's
lore.
You took 45 seconds of the best moments of your life on the kitchen floor after you got a big job. Is that correct?
That is exactly right.
So, Josh, just for people, we would encourage people to maybe go listen to your wife's call. But essentially, just to run it back quickly, your wife feels like there's the potential for more children, which she doesn't want, or maybe both of you don't want.
Well, no, the wife said that they had a deal and that they were
Yes.
both going to get snipped.
Yes.
She got snipped.
You work
he
in-
didn't because he's
you
afraid
work
of the
in
pain.
nuclear power?
Yeah, yes, sir.
There we go. And you gave your wife a fantastic 30 to 45 seconds on the floor, ended up having twins. The deal was there were going to be 2 ribbon cuttings. She was going to take care of her fertility, and then you were going to get a vasectomy, and she got hers, as you said, done during the C-section. And as far as we know, you've not been hot-wired. You're still
because you
all
don't want the
connected
pain.
down there. Yes. Is that
I'm
right?
still all connected.
You're
Yeah,
still all
still
connected.
connected.
And so, Josh, take over a little bit and tell us from your point of view how we're in this moment here.
Well, yeah. So after she went on your guys' podcast and told this wonderful story,
You
the
stallion.
first thing we noticed is she, in her nervousness, maybe just divulged way too much information about me and
To
her.
us. Yes. Okay.
So I think she had, 3 or 4 prior acquaintances, people she knew from high school and other jobs, that contacted her asking,
Oh, boy.
if it was her on that podcast, unprompted,
Amazing.
I've just got to say, real quick sidebar, Josh, just for our egos, fantastic reach for a show. I mean, to have 4 different people anecdotally communicate, that just makes us feel good about our numbers.
But yeah, the same thing. A bunch of people at my house found out. I think maybe one person, and then word of mouth spread like wildfire. And
Oh boy.
so, yeah, I emailed in wanting a chance to defend myself because
I think that sounds fair.
Yeah.
So, Josh, we are on the team of the caller always, right? So when the first one came in, we were on the team of your wife. Now we're on the team of you. So how can we help, my friend? And sorry if we sold you up and down the river on that first call.
It's a shame.
Well, for the main big thing is how do I deal now with my wife and I are kind of pranksters-ish with each other and stuff. And so she humiliated me on a very popular podcast. So now I got to find a way to get her back.
Yeah.
Boy, okay. I'll tell you, what a ride we've taken with you two. Now, did she take any of our advice that we gave her? Because I remember we gave her a number of
we said withhold sex.
Was that what she did? She withheld sex?
She made it a day and a half, and then she needed more of the 45-second.
Hold on, Josh. Let me ask you guys a question. Or at least make a comment about you guys. You got twin girls and a son, and you guys can only go a day and a half without sex? My friend, this is not humiliating to your extended group of friends.
Yes.
That extended group of friends is jealous of her.
I would definitely agree.
I got to tell you, most people with 3 are not going, we can go a day and a half and then we fuck on the kitchen floor again.
And
That's
let me
not
say
reality,
that
man.
There should be no shame in a short session if you're pulling them off a couple times a day. I mean, we're talking cum here. Like, you think most people during the week, maybe they get 5 minutes. You're putting up 6, 7, 8 minutes, Josh.
That's right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And so, in terms
so we're
of
looking to get
her
revenge, right?
Well, I mean, look, in terms of getting revenge, I think this follow-up is even shorter. I don't think this is a revenge call. I think this is a victory tour for Josh. His wife called in and said, you bug her for sex, and then she gives in. Here's, I guess, my question that could be the revenge tour. Is sex on the kitchen floor, is it the best 45 seconds of your life? Because she claims it was. Your statement, sir.
It was pretty, especially for hey, I gotta leave for work here.
Yeah,
pretty
you got
soon.
work.
I'm gonna do a twist here. Are you gonna get snipped, Josh?
Oh, absolutely.
You are?
Great.
Yeah.
And what's holding you back? Is it the pain? Because on the first call we were talking that it's the pain game. Is that what it is?
Honestly, I'm a little anxious about it, but with work is extremely busy, and then the time that I have off, the kids are still
babies,
pretty needy. So we're just kind of busy.
You don't have the window.
As far as I know, it can be a pretty quick procedure. So I'll take your revenge bait. Let's party. We will, if you want to go this way, we can withhold the release of this episode for a while. I think you tell her that you had the call with us and that we said we stood by our ground. We said what we said last time. As much as we feel bad that your friends and your circle have sort of heard about this, we still think that you have to get snipped. You feel that pressure. We said we want an update in 2 weeks. You've made an appointment. You're going to go do it on your lunch break or something like that. You come home and you have a couple of oranges in your pants and you say it went bad. It was one of those ones you said the doctor literally said, I've never seen that before, and now you're in extreme pain. You can even call her and say, this is what you were worried about. You're kind of hyped up over it. Come back. You look like you've got you maybe buy a bag of ice. Okay, come in, say the doctor said that you've got to go in the next day and then every couple days after that to get checkups. Really play it up, play up the pain.
Let's heighten this, Gareth. So we know about you two guys is you guys like to fuck each other, right? That's the big theme of this love story is you guys have great sex on floors. She's pushing you to do this thing. You've agreed, but you got work and the kids and it's a lot. And you don't think you're going to get pregnant because she's already been snipped. So here's what I say you do. I think you do Gareth's prank, but then I think you call and say like, there's been a disaster with this thing and my dick doesn't get hard anymore. Something went wrong and my sex drive is way down And then when she tries to get you on the floor, you go like, it's just not there, honey. And let her think, oh my God, something changed and I pushed him into this. Gareth,
I think
that crazy?
I think you can, I'm even looking up some stuff here, and I think you can play it up. I mean, whatever you want to do. I think I even mentioned this on her call. I don't know if it's in the episode, but I was at a comedy show talking to a guy who had a bad vasectomy, and he said it was a nightmare. Now, I think you still follow through and get the vasectomy, but I would really play that up. And I think Jake's got the right pitch.
Josh, where are you at with this? When we talk about this idea of pretending that the thing went bad, there's complications, you're in a lot of pain. The doctor said it's normal. And then the doctor also said there is a chance of way lowered sex drive. And the truth is it's just happening to you. And then she'll go like, you want the best 45 seconds of your life? And you go, you mean hanging out with my kids? And she'll go like, no, with me. And you go, it's really wild. I love you like my best friend now.
Yeah. Now it's a good thing we've got this foundation of friendship.
You lean into a marriage is about friendship. It's not about passion. And start acting differently. Go ahead, Garth.
I also think maybe before the reveal, and the reveal, by the way, if you do want to go swollen, and if you did want to play that up, you could pull the oranges out as like oh my God. But what you could do right before the reveal is just say out the window dramatically, I wish you'd never called that damn podcast.
Yeah, that could be like the final stab there, the reveal.
So Josh, realistically, because your wife called in, and in terms of taking our advice, it only lasted a day, right?
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Do you think you're going to actually pull a prank back, or is this call partly just to say, I want to reveal some stuff about her so those callers can get my side of it?
Get your name back.
And Josh, take a victory tour and put your crown on. And God bless you guys for having 3 kids, making a relationship work, and being an inspiration to a lot of the people listening who go like, I want to have sex on the kitchen floor with my partner.
Floor banging is a very
incredible.
It's a very specific time. Okay, that is a very specific place, and the fact that you're getting there at this
incredible.
Yes. So what do you think, Josh?
Yeah, where are you at?
I'll be honest. I think that's great. Okay. Like I said, it would be real fun. I couldn't let her go for too long. She'd be emotionally drained. After she doesn't take much for her to break down, but but that is.
And we just want to say from over here, we appreciate both you guys.
Truly.
You guys have been great callers, and we're jealous of your relationship.
Absolutely. I am a man with a cat. That's all I have.
All the best to you, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. Good luck.
Thanks.
We're Here to Help is hosted by Jake Johnson
and Gareth Reynolds.
The show is produced and edited by Kevin Bartelt.
The theme song is made by Oliver Raleigh, and you can check out all of his work at oliverraleigh.com.
The album artwork is by James Fosdike. You can find him on Instagram at James_Fosdike. And if you'd like to see me do stand-up on the road, go to GarethReynolds.com.
And if you would like to be on our show, please email us at helpfulpod@gmail.com.